So here in the live, can anyone just comment us, let us know that yeah, you can watch us. Yeah, we are already in live. Yeah, that's good. So good evening, good morning, or good afternoon to everyone joining us from different part of the world. So welcome to the LinkedIn Live series. You can see the title that the blueprint of business, where we explore the business dimension that are overlooked but determine whether organization struggle or succeed. And I am Farhana, your host for today's session. The series is proudly supported by the Fifth Dimension, an organization helping business rethink operation through digital transformation, strategy, automation, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and business innovation. So, before we start, I would love to know where you are joining from. Please write your country in the comment section, and if you are watching replay, let us know as well. So, yeah, welcome again. And I cannot see any comment yet. Okay. Hope everyone, can uh, hear us loud and clear. Okay. So basically, this is not just another webinar. The Business Blueprint is a 12 episode LinkedIn Live series. That's for the business owner, for the entrepreneur, for professionals, and decision makers. So every episode, we will discuss one important business topic with industry expert. So our main goal is very simple to share practical ideas that help business grow, solve problem, and prepare for the future. So whether your business is small or large, these conversations are designed to give you useful insight that you can apply very immediately. So today's topic is you are digital, but are you ready? So today almost every business says that they are digital, right? So they have website, they use cloud software, chat GPT, and AI tools. They use ERP solutions, CRM systems. So they communicate through WhatsApp, Zoom, Teams, or other channel as well. But here is an important question that does using digital tools means your business is truly digitally ready or not? The answer may be not always, right? So, digital readiness is much more than buying just a software or tools. So, it's about having the right people, the right process, and the right strategy to make technology work for your business. So, that's exactly what we will discuss today. Um, so now this is the time to introduce our speaker, Mr. Ahmed Waqar Mohsin. So he is a business and digital transformation consultant who has worked with organizations from different industries, including healthcare, hospitality, education, manufacturing. So that's the good things. Through the fifth dimension, he helps organization improve their business process, identify hidden operational problem, and use technology in a smarter way. So today he will share his experience and practical advice on how business can become truly digital, not just digitally equipped. So Mr. Walker, welcome to the Business Blueprint. So it's great to have you with us. So how are you? Can you hear me?
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much, Farhana, for inviting me here. I can hear you loud and clear.
That's great. So I introduce you very shortly, but this floor is your. You can introduce yourself so that people from around the world can know about you more better way. So yeah, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Farhana, and hello to everyone. It doesn't matter from which part of the globe you are joining us today. I'm Ahmed Waqar Mohsin. I'm the CEO and the founder of the company called The Fifth Dimension. It's a corporate consultancy based in UAE and providing corporate consulting services in seven different domains to our clients who are not only in UAE but in some other countries as well. Apart from that, I am representing also the Global Entrepreneurship Network's UAE chapter as the Gen Global Lead for UAE. And just to let you know about it, that the Global Entrepreneurship Network is the largest entrepreneurial platform on this planet Earth as of today, and existing in 200 countries, and every single country has got one GEN chapter. And I am here based in UAE, representing GEN's UAE chapter also as the Gen Global Lead.
So thank you for introduce yourself. So before we start our discussion, let's hear something from our audience. So in the comment, answer this question like, do you think your business is digitally ready? Yes or no? So just type yes or no in our comment section so that I can see um, you are with us. So is there anyone who can join with us right now? Yeah, yeah, I can see that Rifat Bhai already mentioned he can hear us loud and clear. We have Jakirul Islam. So yeah, we need more audience. We need more response so that we can our discussion will be more fruitful and it will be more informative. So, yeah, again, I'm just here to remind you that do you think your business is digitally ready? We want to hear from you. Just type yes or no in our comment section. So, yeah. Okay, Mr. Wakar, let's start with something that many business owner believe that I mean today almost every organization say digital, what I already mentioned, because they use software, cloud storage, ERP solution, and different online tools. But from your experience, working with business across different dimension or areas, what is the biggest digital gap you have discovered that business owner often don't even realize that are exist? Yeah.
Well, it's a strong question because what you have pointed out is like telling somebody what is wrong with the business, right? But yes, there are certain harsh realities because it's almost never the obvious stuff. We need to understand this thing first. That most businesses today, they have a website, they have social media page. Maybe some of the businesses or most of the businesses, especially in the Middle East, they have their own business application as well. What shocks owners is when we show them that their own customers' data is scattered across 4 or 5 different places that never talk to each other. Consider the situation: a customer message on Instagram, a different customer fills a form on the website, someone else calls the office directly. All three are leads, but they live in 3 different places, tracked by 3 different people in 3 different formats. So when I ask the owner, how many customers did you get last month and where did they come from? They generally cannot answer with confidence. This is the real shock. They assume being digital meant having tools, but having tools that don't talk to each other is like having 5 phones in your office and no one answering any of them together. So you are busy, but you are not actually connected to your own business. And that's a big shock.
That's very important part you mentioned. Yeah, I think that many organizations focus on buying just technology, as you mentioned, but they don't spend enough time to reviewing their how their teams actually work, the customer support actually. So I have also noticed that sometimes employees create their own shortcut because the official system doesn't support their daily work. So over time, those shortcuts become the normal way of working, and management often has no idea. So in many cases, the real problem is not about the tools, software, or digital solution. It's the process behind it. As share with us in detail that how a company or business owner should follow the process for handling the customer or communicate with them. So would you agree that the digital transformation should always begin with understanding business process before choosing the technology? What do you think?
See, we need to first understand that what are you doing and how are you doing it, and then accordingly we can move on. Generally what is happening in the market now, it's a race. People are just following each another, that my competitor is doing something, I want to do the same. My cousin is doing something, I need to do the same. This is quite trendy in my market, I'll need to do the same. Please, being an entrepreneur, it's a responsibility itself, whether you like it or you don't like it. So first of all, before moving on with any of the decision, especially relevant to the technology, we need to do what we call it the operational audit, like one of our services which we are providing to different countries and different companies as well, that first see how your processes are being managed,
Mm-hmm.
and then is it as per your requirement or no. Because sometimes you don't need to do everything what others are doing, you just need to do a few of them because they are good enough. Because see, technology is a funny thing. Why I'm saying it's a funny thing, in this tech era, in this 21st century, the way things are progressing, then we need to understand as the business owners, as the entrepreneurs, that listen, it's not about how many applications we are using, it's not about how many softwares we are using. We need to understand what kind of an impact that tech is making on our business and on our clients. That's most important thing.
Yeah, that's true. And additionally, like when you saying about your thought, that brings me there to another important point that nowadays almost every company proudly says that we are already digital. So, but I often wondered whether business sometimes confuse using digital tools with being digitally ready. So when sometimes tells you they are already digital, so what is the very first question you ask to understand whether that's actually true?
It's quite easy for me because I've been doing it for months. I will just ask you, let's suppose you are that one.
Yeah.
You are that one person who's saying that, Waqar, I've gone digital with my company. Well, I would say congratulations to you. But the first thing and the most simplest thing I would ask you is that if I ask you right now to show me the last month's customer numbers, how
Mm-hmm.
long would it take you to get me a real answer? Are you getting me? I'm just asking you a simple thing. See, you could either be selling out a product or a service. In any case, you have customers, right? So
Mm-hmm.
simple thing. Just show me the last month's customer numbers. How long would it take you to get me a real answer? That one question It tells me everything. Why I'm saying so? A business that is truly digital can answer in minutes, because their
Mm-hmm.
systems are built to give them the answers instantly. A business that has only bought tools without connecting them properly, they
Mm-hmm.
usually need to check with two or three people first, that I have seen in most of the companies, or to combine a few different spreadsheets, that this one, that one connected. Going digital is not about how many apps or platforms you use, as I said earlier as well. It's about whether those tools actually help you make faster and clear decisions. If your team needs a meeting to answer a basic question about, let's say, your own customers, you are not digital yet. You are just using digital tool. We need to draw that fine line in between. So we can't just say, while we have just opted for the tools, that we have gone digital. Sorry, sir, or sorry, madam, you have not gone digital. You have just started to use the digital tools.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, today also I have another meeting. So I have found that the founder, mentioned that yeah, we have purchased these tools. It's almost 1 crore taka Bangladeshi taka. So is digit? Everything is automated. So our dashboard, our employee history, and the client's information all are automated. So they just believe that their success by the number of system they have purchased. But the real question should be like, are the system actually helping people to make their decision, or are they like saving your time or no? Are they improving customer experience? Because technology should solve problem, not create more complexity, right? Sometimes it happens like when management give us new technology forcefully, like you have to utilize these things, and it sometimes it takes too much time, it kills our time, it kills our what should I say, like the concentration, because so much difficulty, so much complexity makes the team are not getting the motivation to work more and more. So that's the things. Whatever, let make this more practical without mentioning any confidential information. Could you just share an example where a business invested a lot in technology but still struggled because they were not truly digitally ready? Just we can uh, hear the real time experience if you know anyone. Yeah.
I would share a small anecdote, like something I have overheard, I would say, when I
Mm-hmm.
was attending clients' meeting. So I could see that one of the most frustrated personnel there, he said something. When I was asking that how your transformation journey is going, and how the things are happening at your end, he was like, Mr. Waqar, we have got so many apps in our business that now we need a support group to manage those apps. So,
Okay.
so we need a support app which can manage all those astaghfirullah. So, well, that actually happened, and this is what's happening. Whether you talk about hospitals, you talk about schools, you talk about, like, just pick up anything. I have seen teachers is struggling
Mm-hmm.
based on the multiple platforms usage in the schools. And schools are considering that, see, we have brought in this technology, we have brought in that platform. So management, on the top of their mind, they're thinking that they're doing something great, but the people who are supposed to be utilizing those apps, they are not happy. And
Mm-hmm.
the reason is, as I have mentioned earlier as well, it's not about the number of platforms, number of apps. First thing, are they connected? If not, that, like, simply you can ask any teacher, let's say in Bangladesh, in Pakistan, in India, just go and ask the teachers that how are you processing the information. Let's say they have just finished the exam season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they'll tell you that first we are marking the papers, That's first thing. This can be overridden by the use of technology. Technology can assess the papers and all, but still marking the papers first thing. Then we are entering the marks in the Excel sheet. Then we are entering the marks into some XYZ software, and then we are reconciling those marks with some ministry relevant systems. And then there's going to be a fifth entry in some sixth system or whatsoever. Why are you doing that? And then some of the sheets, they are based on alphabetical order. Some of the sheets in the same school, same system, they are based on the GR numbers. And also you are like, you people are crazy. And yes, and this is so practical. I hope if some of the teachers, some of the education relevant members would be watching this thing, they can totally relate. So it seems like teachers are not teaching, they're doing all the extra efforts. So it's like 30% teaching, 70% of the work. What's the use of technology? Where are we heading to? Same goes for the hospital. Same goes for hospitality. Let's suppose, I should not be taking any brand's name here, but let's suppose you are using a mobile application, right? And you are confirming your booking for any of the XYZ country you are scheduled to visit next week. You've done your booking, you've got your invoice, you've got your receipt, you're kind of okay. What if you are going to reach that place and then the front desk would say, sorry ma'am, our system is not showing your booking? What will you do, Farhana? As I said, I'm not taking any brand's name, I'm not taking any person's name, but this exact thing has happened with one of my friends. I should not be saying the country's name, but yes, this is what happened. He did the booking. He reached the location, and the friend has said, sorry, literally, sorry. And the cherry on the top, it was a paid thing. It was not like you will go and then you are going to check in, you will pay. No, it was a prepaid stuff. Somehow, the hotel management was great, and they said, okay, we will somehow manage because we have got all these things we will tackle. That was a fortunate thing, I would say. But consider, so it's not like they did not have the technology, but again, hotel was doing the booking for the walking customers through their internal system. Number one, hotel has tagged itself to 10 different booking platforms, but internally, whatever the bookings are coming, they are not getting synchronized to one system. So platform A bookings are coming here, platform B bookings are coming there, platform C bookings are going there. Hell of a job. Still proud that, see, our hotel is listed in 10 different booking platforms. What are you doing? You have got no idea from where the lead is coming, from where the customers are coming. You should be synchronizing stuff. No. So consider a hotel listed in 10 different platforms, and you've got four people to manage two platforms, or five people to manage two platforms each. Nonsense.
Oh, it's very pathetic. Yeah, sometimes, I mean, the troubleshooting, if the technology, I mean, don't give us the proper service, then the people, I mean, who you depends on the technology or the system, so they face the challenge, and there is, I mean, there is no quick solution to overcome these things. So yeah, so
And
that's
so sorry to interrupt you. If you allow me, I would like to pull in one more, because I have just shared with you one thing which is relevant to the hospitality.
Mhm.
But I would like to include one more thing. I've given you one example from the education sector. I've provided you one example from the hotel side or the hospitality sector. Let me add the healthcare as well. Okay,
Of course.
the audience can imagine. Just let's say, just picture a healthcare clinic with several branches. Okay, so there's a healthcare clinic. It has got seven, eight, let's say 10 different branches. Each branch does everything right on its own. Modern booking system, nice website, digital patient files, and whatever you can think of. Now, if you look at any single branch, you would call it a digital success story. Branch A doing great, branch B awesome, branch C marvelous. But you know what? No one connected to the branches together. So nobody connected those branches. So they are not interconnected. So what happens based on this? If a patient visits branch A, then calls branch B a month later and has to explain their entire history again from scratch. The head office cannot see how busy each branch is in real time. That's the second problem. So, marketing spends money bringing in bookings through the website, but many of those bookings never make it into the same systems the doctors actually use. Appointments gets lost in between. So every single piece looked modern and well done. Branch A, B, C, D, E, F. But the business is still failed digitally because this is whole one business. Because nobody built the bridge between the pieces. This is exactly why we always tell our clients that digital transformation is not about anything, is not about buying the tools first. It starts with strategy. You have to strategize yourself first. You have to strategize yourself. You have to set the structure so that every tool you add, that should actually strengthens the whole business instead of creating another disconnected island. Consider if they have 10 branches on their own, they are running perfectly. They will open another branch, let's say the 11th one, but the business as a whole, it's a disaster. It may not look as a disaster, but it's a disaster. If finance people are listening to this, they can understand, because there are lots and lots of loopholes from the financial perspective, from the marketing perspective, that can be easily tapped in. What's the solution? Plug in all of them and synchronize the system. You're not going to miss the lead. You're going to have a great follow up with the lead. People who are visiting one branch, they can visit the second, the third, the fourth. Wherever they go, they know that the system is centralized. They know that the case history is synchronized to the system. It's really well maintained, and that is really going to provide a lot of strength to your business. I can't hear you, Farhana.
Sorry, I was in mute.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
what I mentioned that I think that's a very valuable lesson for every business owner for watching today. So many organizations believe that digital transformation is a one-time project. So in reality, we see that it's a continuous journey, right? So technology change, customer expectation will change, business model will change. That means organizations also need to keep updating. Uh, that's the important part. We have to keep it in our mind every time. So, Mr. Walker, I have seen there's a few question or comments in our comment section. As we mentioned that our live is broadcasting in YouTube channel, Facebook channel, and LinkedIn channel as well. So if you give me the permission or allow me to take two or three comments, so that it will be more engaging or people will know about our um,
Sure,
okay.
sure. We should go ahead because that's what we are doing it for. We want to create that awareness because this is the motto behind this whole program,
Mm-hmm.
and that is for the audience that yes, we are a corporate consultancy. So at the end of the day, it's a for-profit business.
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk about business, there's no free lunch. But at the same time, there's something called CSR, the corporate social responsibility. And based on that, we are trying our level best to allocate some funds related to the CSR in order to bring these kind of live sessions for the people, not only from UAE or Bangladesh or KSA, but from across the globe. And whatever you are paying to the consultants for per session fee just to ask them a questions, here this platform is sponsored by the fifth dimension. Utilize it, put up your things, put up your relevant questions, and we would be more than happy to answer you. Yeah.
That's great. Okay, I just pin a few comments so that people will also see that what is the actual question. So, one question from YouTube. I cannot see his name or her name. So the question is like, the fifth dimension provides what sort of service to make any business completely digital, as explained. Okay, and how they are going to do that? Any blueprints, or please explain. So same person again asked that, the fifth dimension provide what, same question, yeah. Yeah, we can share that what kind of service and solution they can get from fifth dimension. You can explain.
Okay, so as I have mentioned earlier, that we are, Alhamdulillah, now running seven different domains with seven different teams. So out of these seven, one is called Digital Solutions. The details you can find on our website, the fifth dimension.ae, and the website you can also find while visiting our LinkedIn page. The name is right there at the top. So from that digital solutions domain, we are providing website relevant services, which covers domain hosting and content plus design plus management. We are also providing the social media management services, starting from the scratch to the management to the ads to everything. And we also have got the team, which is a team of developers, front and back end, through which we are providing the customized solutions to the businesses. When I'm saying customized solutions, then maybe some of the audience members here would like to understand what is customized solution. So it's simple. Let's say I'm going to pick up one industry. As the question continued, that any blueprints? Yes, the blueprints are there based on the industry you are connected with. Because if you see our portfolio, we have delivered number of projects in over a period of time. So there are 12 different industries we have been connected, and we have done and delivered some projects. For example, in the education sector, for example, in the hospitality, we've already talked about the hotels, education, healthcare. Let's move on to something else. Let's say you have got a garments factory. If you have the garments factory, then what we can provide you is, first thing, we go ahead with the operational audit. Our team sees it, scan it, do the fact finding, and provide you a report that this is what you as an owner think the business should be working. Actually, that is how the business is working, and potentially this should be the way the business should be working. So the owner's perspective, number one; ground reality, number two; ideal scenario, number three. So we put up all scenarios one parallel to the other, and then based on that, we provide the recommendation along with the execution plan to the owner, that how can you utilize the technology to streamline the whole processing of your business. As I mentioned earlier, garments factory. So starting from sourcing of whatever fabric you are dealing with, from sourcing to procurement, from procurement to inventory management, making the whole cycle, from there to the shipment processing, whether you are going to import it or going to source it locally, from shipment to the warehousing, from warehousing to the fleet, every single thing. It means the whole supply chain can be automated and synchronized in one system. So you as an owner of a garments factory should not have to run behind five different departmental heads, like what is happening in which department. We are going to synchronize that thing, and end of the day, you are going to get your own internal application. So you don't have to find it from someone else. You can simply log in your application, go to your admin panel, and see which department is doing what, how my supply chain is performing. And at the same time, if your sales is not being digital, we are going to connect your accounts, we are going to connect your finance, we are going to connect your HR, marketing, whatever departments you have in one. So people who knows about the ERP system, this is kind of an ERP system, but that's more customized, more simplified, easy to use. So we find, or we help you to find the gaps. We fill the gaps. We don't just suggest,
We do the implementation part as well, and then we will train your team how to use the system. And once you will start using the system, your team will start using the system. We are still there to help you out, maybe in terms of getting the annual maintenance contract and being your back-end service provider for the system.
Thank you so much for elaborating everything in detail. So before going for the next question, I just again, I'm very much interested to hear, much more comment from our audience. So please type, whatever on your mind, just share with us in the comment section. You can say that, or you can give your answer that do you believe that your business is digitally ready, yes or no, just type yes or no. Or you can also ask anything to our guest or me, so that we can give you the feedback or give you the solution instantly. So next few more comment we can read that Miss Fatima, she said like going digital is easy, becoming digitally ready is the real challenge, right? So yeah, great. Thank you for giving us information. Warm greetings from Indonesia. Again, great topic. Digital success start with the right strategy. From YouTube, someone asked that how much your ERP is more suitable and cheaper than already established ERP system like SAP, SAP. So, do you want to, say something regarding this question?
I'll keep it short, but it's a great question because this is one of the most repeated questions or queries which our team is receiving. That we have got SAP in the market, we have got Odo in the Middle East market, mostly getting used. We have got Grandstream, and you just name it. We have got the whole ecosystem for Zoho as well.
Mm-hmm.
See, when we talk about the cost, consider one thing: whether you are an aspiring entrepreneur or you are an established one, whenever you are about to onboard any of the system which is going to run throughout the year, always do the costing on per annum, which means year on year basis. When you say SAP, yes, I do agree, SAP is a great ERP system, yet it is quite complex at the same time. It is not as easy to be handled by the vast majority of the users as it should be. But again, it has got a strong market. The corporate sector, which are dealing from mid tier to the high tier, they are good to go with this. But what about the SMEs? And as you know, that officially that SME sector has got a new cousin, which has got M, the micro side. So we have got MSME. So we are mainly focusing on MSME because our target audience is masses. It's not just a niche. So
Mm-hmm.
when you see the onboarding cost of SAP, implementation cost of SAP, then customization of SAP based on your requirement, and then maintenance of SAP. Consider these four factors year round. Then I can, on guaranteed, I could say that our ERP system or our customized solutions, they are not extremely cheaper as compared to the established one, but yes, they are kind of economical. And especially if you are going to bridge that over the period of 12 months, we are economical, we are providing simplified solution, and our customer support is amazing.
That's great. So I hope our audience get the answer. So someone from YouTube again, he said that a lot of technology gets not become you make more digital or life easier. It's totally depend on how to utilize smartly to get your result up to the mark. Exactly. That's our main topic to discuss today. So, anything else like great program? Thanks for arranging this live program. So, okay. Someone's response that yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. Digitally ready. I am about to find out. Someone says like that. Jakir Bhai says yes. Okay. Okay, nice. So I think we can back to our main discussion. So yeah, you have worked with, you mentioned worked with like healthcare, hospitality, education, manufacturing, retail, and many other industries. So from your perspective, are there industries where digital readiness is even more critical than others? And or do you believe every organization face the same level of risk? What do you think?
Obviously, it can't be the same, like without the question. See, we need to understand that the risk grows with how much trust and urgency is involved in that industry, right? Because healthcare is quite different than hospitality. Hospitality is differing higher from the automotive than from education. So let's say in healthcare, a missed digital record is not just an inconvenience. It can directly affect patient safety. In education, a poorly connected system means a parent cannot get a simple answer about
Hmm.
a child's attendance or fees, and that quietly damages the trust between the school and the family. In hospitality, a guest who books a room online and arrives to find the front desk has no record of it, as I've mentioned earlier, you are not just losing that person, they often lose them for life. And the cherry on the top, this kind of incident is going to be told to others by that affected customer. So the technical gap might look similar across industries on paper, but the human cost, that's quite different. The more personal and time sensitive the service, the less room there is for digital confusion. We really need to understand. So that is why we always start by understanding the industry a client operates in before we even talk about which tool or which platform makes sense for them. That's why when I was answering that question, so I had to keep it simplified. I'm not saying do not use SAP, but yes, if you are taking it from the cost perspective, I have told you, and if you are taking it from the impact perspective, let me be very honest with you. Uh, I'm using those names. These are the brand names, but these are commonly used. That's why I'm just using like the SAP, Zoho, Odo, Grandstream, because people know it, right?
Yeah.
But remember, they are all very good ERPs, they are all very good systems. But when you are going to implement that in the standard format, in most of the cases, it is not going to fulfill all your requirements. So the step two, which most of the people do not even account for, that once you are going to implement, you will find there are 10 changes you need to make. There are 15 amendments you need to make. How are you going to do it? You are going to hire somebody to do the back end customization to make it suitable for your company. In that case, what's the point of paying so much for an established ERP, for an established system, once you still have to put in a lot of money, time, and effort to make it suitable for your business? Doesn't make sense.
I totally agree with you. So yeah. So I mean, just to add with you that one thing I have also noticed that the impact may be different, but the need is the same, right? So for an example, a delay in a hospital can affect patient care. A delay in retail affect customer satisfaction. A delay in manufacturing section affect production. So different industries, same challenge, and that's why digital readiness has become a business issue, not just an IT issue. So that's the things he mentioned. So let's end with something practical. Like imagine a business owner is watching us today and thinking, maybe my company is not as digitally ready as I thought. So what is the first thing they should do next week?
Great. So let's take it this way.
Okay.
I would suggest do not start by looking at your website, or do not start by looking at your social media pages. No. Start by asking one question across your team. And
Mhm.
what's that one question? If a customer contacts us right now, can everyone see the same information about that customer instantly? Yes or no? I would suggest try it. Let me repeat it for you. If a customer contacts us right now, can everyone see the same information about that customer instantly? Try it as a real test this week. Pick one customer, ask your salesperson, your support person, and your finance person. Okay? Anyone else. Pick two, three people, but pick one customer and ask these three, your support person, your sales person, your marketing person, your finance person, to each independently tell you what's the customer's status. Same customer. If you get three different answers, or if anyone has to go searching through the messages or spreadsheets to answer, boss, you have found what's your starting point. So, as I always say, that the digital readiness is not about adding more tools, it's about making sure that the tools you already have, they're actually talking to each other and giving your whole team and yourself, boss, yourself, one clear picture of the business. Fix that thing first. And everything else you build on top of it, that becomes far more powerful. So,
Mm.
all the entrepreneurs, managers, team leads, try this thing. One customer, pick any random customer, ask three, four connected people, what's the status? You will know from where you need to start.
Wow. So I really like the advice because many business owners think that they need to make huge investment immediately. So, but sometimes the first step is simply asking the right question, what you already share with us. So, understanding where the business stands today, identifying the biggest gap, and then building a roadmap instead of trying to fix everything at once. So small improvement made consistently often create the biggest long-term result, right? So yeah, I have got few more comments. Though we have, 10 minutes left, but we can be with you. So one more question I wanted to hear from our audience that what is the biggest digital challenge in your organization face today? Like again, I am repeating my question that what is the biggest digital challenge in your organization today? That is like four options I can share that leadership, people, technology, or the process. So just write in the comment section so that we know that you are with us. So that's the things. And yeah, now I can
All
read.
those who are going to write leadership, don't worry, we will not going to reveal your name.
That's great. Okay. Sorry, I can pick one or two comment. Um, okay. Okay, again, someone asked from YouTube channel that is there any service or consulting is providing by the fifth dimension related to the industrial health and safety perspective? Yeah. Do you want
Yes,
to?
we do
Okay.
that, not just industrial safety and healthcare. We have recently added two new team members to our team just to cater the technical and industrial solution side as well. Because till the last year, till this year, January, we were not providing the technical, industrial relevant solutions. But now, Alhamdulillah, and thank you very much for raising this question. So I was able to highlight that now we are also providing the technical and industrial relevant solutions, digital solutions I'm talking about.
Oh, nice, excellent. So yeah, two more comment. Hassan Nadim said that hi, thank you for hosting this session. I am sure this topic will bring a lot of clarity to many people. Thank you. And he also mentioned that I really appreciate Ahmed, Waqar, Mohsin, mentioning Joho to so confidently. I found it interesting that despite having access to so many global platforms, you have chosen Joho as part of your business ecosystem. What made you stick with it, and how has it helped your business over the year? Thank you. So, and Alamin Bhai, he also said, would clear me what is the fifth dimension and definition. So, yeah, Walker, maybe you can clarify this part because someone joined lately, so you can share about the fifth dimension. Yeah,
Okay, if you talk about the name, then let me make it a bit easier for you to understand. There is a spiritual connection with the name. You know, being the humans, we are the three-dimensional beings, and the fourth dimension, from the scientific perspective, is considered as the dimension of the time or out of time. In the fifth dimension, you are beyond time. So the reason of choosing this name as my company's name was to show the people that there is something called infinity. So you don't need to limit yourself. We are among the greatest creation of the Almighty. And since we are among the greatest creation, we should push our limits. And that's why we have taken it from that spiritual perspective, that we are representing the fifth dimension, the dimension which is beyond time, the dimension which is beyond normal. And that's what we are trying to do, providing such an excellent service, providing such a great commitment to all our clients. Because for us, the clients are not just a way to earn our revenue, it's a way to build the relationship. And that is the reason why our company's retainer percentage is way more higher than any of the companies in the market, alhamdulillah. And the reason is, we are not just providing the solutions based on the client's requirement that I need this and we'll do this. No, we are not order booker. We are not the delivery people. Even if you know, or even if you are coming with a specific thing that the team fifth dimension, T5D, this is what I require, we still hold you there and we'll ask you, sir, okay, this is what you require. May I ask you, why do you need it? What's the concept behind it? So that we can do the consultation, even if it is for free, because most of our initial conversations, those are kind of complimentary consultation. We don't want to push the client, we want to retain it. So that's why before converting a visitor to the client, we want to make sure that we are establishing a connection and we are going to retain that relationship. This is what all the fifth dimension is all about. Go beyond limits.
that's great. So, Mr. Alamin Bhai, maybe you got your answer. And Muhammad Muhibuddin Bhai, he mentioned that great session, mashallah. Shahriar Islam Naim Bhai, excellent. So, yeah, we have received so many appreciation from your end. So, um, it will be a series of programs, so we will let you know for our next session immediately. I mean, very soon. So keep eyes with us. And like before we end, I would like to thank you, Mr. Ahmed Waqar Mohsin, once again for sharing your knowledge, the experience with us today. And I also want to thank every one of you who joined us live and participated in the discussion. I have seen that multiple comment from the same person showing that from the very beginning to till now they are staying with us. So we feel very blessed. So your question, your comment remind us that business everywhere are facing similar challenge, and learning from each other is is one of the best ways to move forward. So if today's conversation gave you a new perspective, please like, comment, and share this session with your colleague and friends. And yeah, we will back with another exciting episode of the Business Blueprint, where we will continue discussing the topic that matter most to business leader. So until that, oh, okay. Before end, I want to ask Mr. Mohsin that if you have anything to share with us, any advice, just very quickly, you can wrap up before ending our live session because still we have 3 minutes. So yeah.
Just two things. First thing is, I also would like to say thanks to all our audience for being showing up here and then being continued with us. I hope that today's session would have provided quite insights to you as well, inshallah. Plus, if there is any query which
Mm-hmm.
you have right now or which you may have in future, please do not hesitate. Simply go to our website and there's a query form. Whatever problems you're facing, whatever queries you have, feel free, go there, fill up the form, send it to us. Our team will contact you as soon as they can. Generally, it's like within the next 24 hours once you are going to submit it. You can also share the things with us on our Instagram, our Facebook page, LinkedIn page. So that's the first thing. Second thing, um, I usually use this code, but I am just in love with that. So I'm going to say that thing again, that yes, business is all about strategy, it's all about thinking, it's all about focusing. But remember, uh, do not always take the decisions by your brain. Sometimes you have to listen to your heart as well, and make sure whatever decisions which are about to come from your side, try to ensure that your brain and your heart, they are in synchronization. Because someone someday said this thing, and I am still in love with this line, that sometimes the heart sees what is even invisible to the eyes. Thank you.
Very nice advice, suggestion. And yeah, thank you, Waqar, for being with us because I
It's 10
enjoyed a
o'clock.
lot. I learned a lot. So maybe our next session will be more fruitful. So and our audience will keep in touch with us. That's the things. Until then, everyone just stay curious, stay connected, and keep building smarter business. So thank you again. Bye bye.